Firstly, I want to thank you for agreeing to do this interview with me. I know it's early for you, so I appreciate you waking up to do this.
First.
Let's just not waste any time. Let's get right into this. Firstly, what is your name?
I go by ManeAttraction, or Gianna.
What is your age?
I am 24.
What songs were popular when you were in high school?
Too many. But Adele's Hello, Chainsmokers Closer, 21 Pilots Ride, 21 Pilots Heathens, Shawn Mendes's Stitches, Pink's Just Like Fire, One Call Away by Charlie Puth. So all of those were when I were in high school, which is kind of crazy to think about.
Yeah. What do you remember most about the music scene from your youth?
It's mostly pop, and people were finding their footing and their sound. A lot of pop songs had a very similar synth in them, bass progression, and they were all very, somewhere around the minute-and-a-half mark would have this bass drop in it, and it would flow through the rest of the song, and it would have another drop about 2.5 minutes in, and then the song would be over. They all had very similar chords and very similar sound, and I think that was definitely because people knew what they liked to listen to, and they didn't want anything super different. They liked that sort of progression.
I gotcha. Who were some of the most interesting and important musicians and composers of your growing up years?
Definitely Owl City, R5, and it had Ross Lunch in it, 5 Seconds to Summer, and then Avicii. All of those were super close to my heart. But Owl City, for sure. Owl City I've listened to for the last 13 years.
Oh, definitely.
And grew up with him, very, very close to my heart.
I've picked up that you like Owl City a little bit, just, from
A
watching
little.
your streams. Who are some of your favorite artists? I'm just going to go ahead and add Owl City.
Yeah, Owl City's one. Porter Robinson.
Didn't you just make a video reacting to the Porter Robertson?
I did. It was his new album that came out. It's not that new now. It's been out for a couple months, but
Yeah.
I went and listened to the whole album. I've been doing that recently, and that's been really nice to sit down and listen to the entire album and then try to break down the songs and try to figure out what they mean and pick up on sounds and think about how they made those sounds. If it was a computer, or if it was something in their house, or if it was something around, like something that they use daily. It's just really cool to figure out.
Yeah. So I have Owl City, Porter Robinson. Who else?
Odessa. You could just keep it as those three, because those three are pretty high up there.
Yeah.
The rest of them kind of just fall wherever, but those are the main three.
What is your favorite style of music?
Probably EDM. EDM is probably my favorite, but
Gotcha.
Sometimes it changes depending on the month, because sometimes I'm like, well, now I want to listen to dad rock or
Definitely.
hard metal,
Yeah.
or that sort of thing. But EDM is probably my favorite.
I would say for me, I'll go through phases where I love going through like dad rock, and then I'll go through phases where I'm listening to geeky music like Will Wood, Weird Al, stuff like that. And then I'll go through phases where all I'm listening to is Broadway musicals, and I'll go through phases where all I'm listening to is video game soundtracks.
Yeah, my music tastes are a little bit everywhere, which is good. That's what's great about music.
Name 3 of your favorite songs.
Oh my. Adam Check Please, Porter Robinson's Musician, and then Odessa's Say My Name.
How do you feel about the music today in comparison to when you were young?
I feel like a lot of it can be very bland. I feel like there's not as much creativity, and like I said earlier, a lot of them had the same sense and that sort of bass progression, but I feel like if you listen to music throughout the years, you can hear like the progression of the 50s and 60s, and like it all has some similar sounds in them.
Yeah.
And music nowadays, you don't really know what you're gonna get, and I feel like a lot of it can be bland, because it doesn't flow as well together. Not to sound like I hate all of it, but I don't like it a whole lot. There's a lot of it that I don't
Insert the clip where you just said it sucks last night.
How do you feel about the music of today comparison when we were young? It's ass. And it sucks. Just kidding.
If you could have a conversation with any musician, current or past, who would it be and why?
It would probably be Owl City, because he has taken so many things from just outside his home or just objects around his house and then turn that into something in one of his songs. There is a couple of songs where he's gone outside and recorded birds or a creek and that sort of thing, and how he's layered that in there to compress it enough to where it doesn't have a bunch of background noise, but where it flows well in a song.
Yeah.
So I'd probably ask him how he's done that and how he picked the sound that he did.
Gotcha. Now we're going to go on to my questions that weren't asked by my teacher. Name 3 of your favorite Christmas songs.
Rock Around the Christmas Tree, Jingle Bell Rock, probably Santa Claus is Coming to Town.
I would say the one song that's been in my top 3 my whole life is You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch.
That is a good one.
Because I love doing the voice when I sing the song.
That's so bad.
Because, as you've seen, I love doing different voice impressions. Name 3 of your favorite video game soundtracks.
Number 1, Super Mario Galaxy. Number 2, this is such an easy question. I think about this all the time. Number 2, Super Smash Bros. Brawl soundtrack. And then 3, which just went up because it used to be something else, but now it's the Undertale soundtrack.
Yes! My mic definitely just died. Name 3 of your favorite songs from video game soundtracks.
That one's a little bit harder. Gusty Garden Galaxy.
Yes. Isn't that the one with the Queen Bee?
You know, I should say I know that, but I don't remember off the top of my head. Probably just the theme song of Smash Bros. Brawl. And then Undertale is really hard because I like all, there's not one that I don't like. I like all of them, one from Brawl and Mario Galaxy as well, but with Undertale, the songs are so short. But I would say either Sans or Snail Race.
Sans as in Sans or Sans as in Megalovania?
Sans as in the Sans song.
Okay,
and then
cool.
Snail Race.
I gotcha. I'd say for me, my personal favorite is his theme because that song always makes me cry.
It is a really good song. It makes me cry too.
Especially after playing the Pacifist run.
Oh yeah, definitely.
What game made you fall in love with video game soundtracks?
First video game that I remember playing, which was the original Sonic, on the actual Genesis.
Okay, nice. So
I played
Genesis
that,
Sonic.
And then I was like, wow, this is really cool. And then went from there and started listening to more video game soundtracks.
What are some songs that are most nostalgic to you?
Owl City's Fireflies, Hot Shell Ray, Tonight Tonight, and then you've got, I can't remember his name. I want to say it's like, I don't remember his first name, but his last name's Cruz, and it's Dynamite. I can't remember his first name. Yes, that guy. Basically any One Direction song from 2010.
Okay. I know you love remixes of songs. You said last night one of your favorite remixes was Official's remix of Shape of You by Ed Sheeran. What are some of your other favorite remixes?
Odessa Say My Name Rack remix. I got another one for you, but I'm going to type it because I'm not even going to try to spell this to you.
Alright.
It is The Fat Rat.
Is there anything else you'd like to add? Just like in general.
I can't think of anything. Other than I really appreciate you taking the time to do this and asking me to do it. It's been an honor, and I really appreciate it.
Yeah, I appreciate you accepting the offer. I have one last question, and since you watched the Weird Al video, this might sound familiar.
Okay.
If you were Candelabra, would you rather be sitting on the dining room table or sitting by the piano?
By the piano.
By the piano? Good choice. All right. Thank you so much, Gianna, for doing this interview with me. And hopefully I get a good grade.
I hope so, too.
I really appreciate you doing this with me, and I think that'll wrap this up.
All right. Well, I will talk to you later.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.